Hello, this is Noreen with Joy Cards, and today we're making a Forever Blossom card. So this one's kind of easy. So what you're going to start out with is your Forever Blossoms. The die, we're only going to be using the big die, and then some oval dies. We're going to take the second and third smallest for the sentiment here. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to take the card base of 5.5 by 4 1/4 in real red, score and fold it, and then we're going to take some Whisper white, and we're going to do 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And we can go ahead and snail this one up because we don't have to do anything weird to it. And it's just going to leave enough space for that red to poke out. Okay. Then we're going to put that to the side. Then we're going to grab a piece of the Daffodil Delight, and this is going to be cut at 4 by 5 1/4. So we're going to take this and we're going to use our embossing folder, Scripty. It's a 3D embossing folder. So we're going to need our 3D embossing plate, and also you're going to need to spray it down with a little water. So how you make the sandwich is you put your base plate on the embossing folder side, and then you're going to take this spritzer and spritz down the paper a little bit, okay? And then you're going to take your embossing folder. Now this is going portrait and these are going landscape. So we want to line it up like this on the line, okay? Don't go the other way because then your script will be going the wrong direction. Then you put this on the base plate only, no clear plate under it, and then the 3D embossing folder on top and run it through, and that's how you do a 3D embossing folder. So I went ahead and did that for us here, and what we get is this. So it looks really nice. So we'll put this to the side. And we're not going to put this on quite yet. We're going to put that to the side. And next thing we're going to do is we're going to make the flowers. Now this is actually 2 of these. So we're going to take this, and I've already kind of got it lined up here in my Stamparatus. And the Stamparatus is definitely the better way to go when you're dealing with a large stamp with a lot of detail. So definitely use your Stamparatus if you have one. If you don't, go into the body of my video, and there's a direct link to my Stampin' Up site because these things are fantastic. All right, so I did that side, and I need to make a second one. So I'm going to put that on here. Ink it up real good. Make sure I'm not running into anything. Nope. Ooh, that's close. Give it a good dark black. Okay, now let's take this off. Now don't touch it. This is the second take on this because I took this off and I smeared it. So let's put this to the side. And then you might want to, if you touched anything, go wash your hands. So I'm going to go do that and I'll be right back. Step is we're going to take our Stampin' Blends and we're going to color the flowers. So we're going to take our dark granny apple green and our light and dark real red, and I'm going to take the first one here, and be careful not to smear your wet ink here. I'm going to go along the stems and around the leaves. And then with the real red, I'm going to do the dark one first on the pointy end. I'll just do one here. And I'll do all the little lines. And then I'm going to go over it with the light real red. And just be really careful not to go out of the lines because there is a white outline on the flower and the stem, so you don't want to go out of the lines. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and color this all up, and I'll be right back. Now we've colored this all in. Now I'm going to take this big die from Cherry Blossom Die, and I'm going to go cut the 2, and I'll be right back. So now we've got these 2 pieces cut out. What we're going to do is go ahead and snail down one of them. Just take whichever one you think looks better. Snail it up. And then we're going to be putting a piece of ribbon down here. And this is going to be using 2 of these cutouts. So I'm putting it like a little tiny bit up from the end, but not completely. And I do want to have it kind of hang over to the right. And then I'm going to take this one and we're going to be cutting off basically this whole little bottom piece here. And we're going to reuse the leaves and the flower. So careful how you cut it off. So I'm going to cut right here. And then you're not going to see so much of this edge, but you will see this flower up top. So you got to be careful not to mutilate it. Okay, and I'm just going to trim up the little sides here. And then I'm also going to take this flower, and we're going to be tucking it behind here. So I'm going to take off like that and that. And then I'm going to take these leaves and I'm going to cut them off as well. So I'm going to trim off this piece, give it a little bit of stem so it has somewhere to tuck. And I'm going to trim this too, leaving that same kind of outline. Okay, get rid of the rest of the stem. Okay, now we're going to take this piece and snail it up. Okay, and I'm going to tuck this one, and it's just snail, so you can lift it up easy. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to put this one like here. Okay, and then I'm going to take the little rosebud and I'm going to hide it, the rough edge around this little flower here. Okay, and then this taller, let's see, which one did I use over there? Okay, I used this one that still has a little stem on it. And I'm going to tuck it right under here. So it's a little pointed part of the leaf in the corner, like that. And the last leaf, I'm going to tuck it behind here. Cool. And then I'm going to take a piece of this old olive pretty peacock ribbon, and I'm going to cut off like, I don't know, about 7 inches or so. And I'm going to take it and totally snail it. There's a correct side, a right side and a wrong side. The more shimmer side is the good side. So I'm going to go ahead and snail it, the whole thing. It doesn't show through to the other side, so, and I do want it to lay down. So we're going to take this and we're going to cover up the end of the stem and take it all the way to the edge of the yellow, and make sure it doesn't come up on the other side. Just pull it up a little bit. Okay, and then take the other pieces and just wrap them around here. Okay, then we're going to take our card base that we already put the Whisper White on, and this was Shimmer White that we did all the inking on, because Shimmer White looks the best when you're doing inking. And then we're going to give it that little white outline there, so just put it right there in the middle. Okay, and then we're going to take the second and third smallest oval dies, and you're going to cut the big one in Real Red and the small one in Shimmer White. And we're going to stamp Always and Forever, and that's also on the same set here. Always and Forever is right there. And we'll grab that. And we're going to use real red. Get your stamp pad, and I know that you don't have to with these particular stamps. I still say they make better contact when you're using the Stampin' Pad. That's what I believe. So take your real red Stampin' Pad and put it on your block here. Get a nice amount of red on and stick that right in the middle. Don't rock it. Pull up all completely like that. Okay. I'm going to close that up. And then I took some of these red rhinestone basics. I love these things. I use them all the time. And I put just a couple here. Just one on each end. Just to make it pretty. Okay. And I'm going to snail this up. Probably should have snailed it before I put the rhinestones. Actually, I'm lying. I'm going to dimensional this. I'm such a liar. Okay. And we're going to put it on that red. Okay. And then we're going to snail the red and put it right over the green, leaving the white and a little bit of green on the bottom. You can see all the colors. And that's the front of the card. Now the inside of the card is kind of nice too. I did a little design there. So what that is we took a piece of 5 1/4 by 4 in Whisper White. No reason to do shimmer white when you don't really see it. And put that in the middle. Okay, and let's go ahead and do this first before we attach it. Well, we can do it. We can do it first. Let's do it first. And I'm not touching it after it's been inked. And we'll put it on the inside of a card. Got a little bit of glue on it. Okay. And then we're going to take our real red again. And we're going to do the sentiment, wishing you a long life together filled with love and promise. Anyway, with the real red again. I'll just use blocks on these. Now it's important when you put your labels on your stamps that you put them on correct, because if they're crooked on the stamps, you know, they're going to come crooked out. Woo, that's good. I usually put mine on crooked. It's annoying. Okay, and then I did a little design. This is, you know, optional if you want to do it. And I took the little leaves, the 2-leaf one here, and I made like a little design. And I took Memento. And let's take the flower first. So the little flower from the same set, it's right here. Let's put the flower in the middle. Okay. Then we're going to take a leaf here. And that's okay if you don't get it all the way to the flower. I'd rather have it not all the way to the flower than going through the flower, because we'll fix that in a minute. And then we're going to take the small leaf that's also on here. I'm going to take one here. And then I'm going to go off the paper a bit. So I'm going to get a piece of scratch. Let's put this under the white, so I don't want to go into the white. We're going to lift this up. Everybody's done this, right? It's not just me. Okay, so we're just going to do that. Put one there. Put one there. Put one here. Close this up. Pull this out. Okay. And then take your Stampin' Right black marker. If you don't have one of these, you can get one. They're only like, I don't know, like $4. So you don't have to buy the whole set just to get that. And you can just kind of fudge your lines in. Okay, and the same markers as we used before. So I'm gonna do this and I'll be right back. That's the inside of the card, so that's it. So if you like it, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I also have a website, joyofcards.com, and you can subscribe there as well. And all my videos are there in one spot. And if you'd like to place an order, go to either my joyofcards.com or the website is here below for Stampin' Up. And here's my host code. And if you need a catalog, give me a call. Bye.